Loyalty is the binding of people. Let's get spiritual. Let's go deep. I got ladies here, so I gotta talk to ladies. For the ladies, though, let's talk about love. Love is the endearing feeling of knowing that somebody loves your imperfections just as well as your perfections. So that's why when the little things count, because someone took the time to learn you and to bring your flaws into beautiful pictures. Whether you're being kind or you're being thoughtful, you're being thought about. And that's what elevates the common to kinghood. Right? Gentlemen, just the same way. We don't want love. We want loyalty. For even it says in the Bible, if you give a man loyalty, he give you the world. Because the person that has his back when he's down is the person he's going to elevate when he's up. Am I right?
Right.
So then, being in an industry where there's more wolves and snakes than there is blessings and open arms, what or how does Federal District Records define loyalty?
Loyalty for me is being able to go through the mud with somebody or stand toe to toe with certain people and understand that they not judging you and you not judging them, but we just here to help each other achieve a common goal, and in doing that we put a bond together that's unbreakable. So now I'll be invited to family events and we'll treat each other like family rather than, oh, that's just somebody that I'm working with on a label. Nah. That's my brother, that's my sister.
Right.
That's we've been through the mud together. We wasn't always up, and you know, life got ups and downs. But I know that loyalty for Federal District means that even if you up, even if you down, we still right here with each other. You know what I'm saying? Standing toe to toe through the shit. So if I go through it, he go through it, she go through it, she go through it. You know what I'm saying? What you say to me earlier, my business is your business.
It's a fact.
It's a fact.
I'm new to the team, so I'm just now getting in with the loyalty, but so far it's a big difference compared to anything else that I've been involved in. I actually feel like, you know, like I matter. I feel like I have a placement. I feel like I'm getting instructed to do shit that I didn't even know I was supposed to be doing. Like, okay, so you showing me that you have my back like that, I already feel like the loyalty is there. So time goes by, I'm just gonna get stronger. And I just hope that they can see mine is reciprocated the same thing, because you fucks with my team, I'm coming for you. Straight work. Says what it is.
It's more than the money, man. This right. That's what makes Federal a great entity, because it's more than the money here. Yeah. We not here looking for the short term, quick get rich scheme. Nah, this is for the long haul. We doing this for 10 summers. You know what I'm saying? We about to shut them down for 10 summers.
Okay.
20 minutes.
I just, you know, loyalty is a very big thing for me. I didn't have my last people I worked with wasn't loyal at all. So to be around these group of individuals and see their hunger, and that's one conversation we don't have. Just put it like that. We had that one time, and we don't have it no more. So, and that's something before I used to have to reiterate all the time. But you know, we don't do that no more. So that goes to show you, you know what I'm saying, the difference here. But you know, that's everything. You can always make money with anybody, but you can make billions and trillions with people that's loyal to you. And so, you know, and you loyal to them. It's a two-way street. You understand? It's not about them being loyal to you. It's about you being loyal to them as well.
Mutual loyalty.
Mutual. You could tell your deepest, darkest secrets to that individual, and you know they're gonna hurl that to the dirt. Right. They're not gonna use it against you if you get into a little spat. All families have arguments. All families beef. And then we be friends 5 minutes later. But I ain't gotta never worry. I could walk out my house, leave you in my house. Like, I cook Sunday dinners for them and all that. Like, that's what.
I miss one of them.
Yeah, he.
I miss one.
But we do stuff like that, and for me, that makes it loyal. Like, you can't trust I'm big on trust and loyalty. I've been fucked so many times. I've been doing music for 10 years, and so many people fuck me with no grease. But shut up.
It's the truth.
It's the truth though. Like, from showcases to spending money to, you know, people, you know, have ulterior motives. And as women in hip hop, like, you gotta worry about a man trying to beat them guts up, you know, and don't really care about your talent at all. Like, Federal is different for me. It's like a whole, like, musically very different. I've been in rooms with a lot of people, important people, but this is special to me. Like, I hold it dear to my heart. You can't come from my family because we got problems.
I see you stand on the table already.
You already know.
So, going back to loyalty and trust, hip hop was built on trust. Unfortunately, it changed some way. Maybe when people came in with the big checks, that's when people said, well, I can do this without you, so I'm gonna leave.
Money.
And the money is a goal, but it shouldn't be the lifestyle of success. How does Federal District Records measure success, and what is success to them?
Success is a mind state. So, I mean, me personally, what success is to me is being able to wake up every day, do something that I love, and still be able to, you know, live. Just live. I don't have to need the extra, you know, they nice, I got expensive taste, but I don't need all of that. You know what I'm saying? As long as I get to do what I love, that's, to me, is success. I'm successful if I'm doing what I love with who I love. You know what I'm saying?
Success to me is seeing them win. I just want to see them win. That's it. It's not so much about myself, because I didn't did a lot. You know what I mean? I'm happy to retire now. But, you know, Federal District was built for the artists. It wasn't built for myself. So my, you know, success to me is seeing them win. So that's how I feel about that.
Success for me is doing it without it being a struggle. Like, it's a job, but you want to do something that you enjoy doing. It's not like, oh boy, I gotta go to the studio. Oh boy, I gotta do this show. Like, that's successful, and it's really successful for me when I see people posting things about me like, oh my God, like, you were so dope last night, or, you know, like, you killed the show and stuff. That's what I do it for. Like, I love the culture. I don't really care if you mess with my music or not, because I know I'm half nicer than a lot of dudes and females. But
That's
you know what I mean? But I
That's
definitely
super
appreciate when people recognize it. That's just life for me.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, from everything that they said, I feel 100% the same way. Like, my success for me is making sure that everybody who I fucks with wins. But if it's for me personally, like I said from the last question, I just want to be able to be successful without having to jump all of those extra hurdles that don't really need to be put in my way. Like, I'm talented, I'm gifted, I'm pretty, I could do multiple things, so it should be no reason why I shouldn't be able to be successful. I just don't want the extra nonsense in the middle. If I could make it without having to deal with all of those headaches, that's my success, because God gave me this gift and I'm supposed to use it. I'm supposed to give it to the world and show everybody, so I'm gonna share it. And that's my success, making sure that where I'm at, everybody is lit, and I'm lit too.
The problem I have with that is that we have three things that define us to the public eye. Making it, whichever the it is that you want it to be, the box, which is the stigma, and then the door. A lot of people get to hip hop, which is the door, and then they stop.
Right.
And nobody walks into the door to see the other side.
Right.
And the thing about groups is, in a selfish group, one person to get to the door and everybody will hold everybody else back. And that's the one thing I think people loved about Wu-Tang, is that when it came to Wu-Tang, oh, Meth got it, okay, we good.
Right.
But him going through that door opened up other doors that other people did not see, didn't know that was in front of them.
Right.
Same thing with Def Squad. Hit Squad, EPMD. But then the door opened up for Das, the door opened up for K-Solo, the door opened up for Jamal, Redman, etc., etc., etc. What's on the other side of the door, you think, for yourself? What do you want to see when you open up that door?
When I open up that door, I want to see a life of no struggle. I mean, it's gonna be a little bit of struggle, but I want to be able to give my kids the little bit that I didn't have. So opening that door for me is really seeing that that grass is greener on the other side, and that I'm able to provide for my family and provide everything that needs to be done so that nobody has to go through what I went through to make it. Like you said, like I just want that door to open and be like, it's heaven gates. It's just the heaven's golden gates right here. Like, I made it. I no longer have to worry about the haters and the evil people trying to do dirt on me and the voodoos and all of this. Like, yeah, listen, people do everything. You never know. People do everything to you. So, and when you're a person that gets haters for no apparent reason, like I do, I don't know what people's doing behind my back. So, I just want to get through the door and be like, okay, is my team in here? My family in here? Okay. We close that now. It's just as long as I'm in and everybody else that I fucks with is in, we close that door.
That's what I was gonna say. I want to see my team on the other side of that door.
That's right.
Because that's where they belong.
That's right.
For me going through the door, that would have to mean creating other opportunities for other people that were in my position. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I'm gonna do it for my team, but I also know that it was a time where I was in the same position as other artists that's gonna be there too, and not even just artists, even in my own community. Like I done did a lot of fucking up my community coming up. You know what I'm saying? So when I walk through that door, I want to be able to change things, especially for people that look like me, because it's hard out there for the people that look like me these days. People that look like us. In the street.
So, wait. So, let me get back to something my new friend said.
Oh my God. What is it?
I'm a spiritual guy, so I gotta talk to your spirit for a second.
Okay.
If you didn't get hate, you wouldn't be alive.
Right.
The measure of hate that you get is based on your potential to succeed.
Right.
So in the Bible it says that Satan is the prince of the air. When you rap, what are you doing? You're speaking, you're giving influence through the air. Okay. So someone who has to fight or be opposition to your talent has to speak, because that's the way you raise your level.
This is true.
You play ball, you keep shooting the ball till you make it.
Right.
Then when you make it, you move back a little farther.
Right.
And it gets harder.
Right.
You keep going and you keep going. So if the hate was not there, then you could never receive your blessings. So enjoy it, but use it to your advantage.
No, I definitely do use it to my advantage, because when I get hate, most of the time I don't react to it. I put it on the pad. So you just gave me a dope ass 16 or a dope ass 32 to demolish you on, and when I put that record out, you're gonna be like, is this bitch talking about me? Maybe not. But at the end of the day, you just gave me some ammo to do what I need to do. So yeah, that hate works. Definitely pushes a nigga forward.
I do that all the time.
Just revamp it. As soon as you piss me off, it's going on to 32. Like, what? Okay.
I'm still dropping jokes.
Oh my God. Can you leave me alone already? Jesus.
See my face? You gotta see my face.
That's familiar. I do it all the time, right? That's so familiar.
Then you gonna do the phantom laugh behind it.
Them all.
But once again, the door for certain artists is not hip hop.
Right.
Hip hop only brings you to the door. So my last question on this part for everybody is this. We talked about the door being family, giving back to the community, etc., etc. Hip hop is a life giver. But sometimes it seems like people are so stuck on the birth that the cord of success is what chokes them when they're born. I ask you this. To be born and to give birth are two different principles of life. How do you give birth to the game so others can follow you?
That was deep.
That was deep. Man, you got bars. You got bars, guys.
I'm an MC. That's my partner.
Bars over here.
Giving birth to the game for me would be, like I say, changing how we get into it.
You are MC because you here with it.
Speak of my hands, you know what I'm saying now. But it would be, like I said, changing it on how we get in. Because for me, that's going to be my birthing. Once I open up that door for where they not looking at your social media numbers, they not looking at your image, they not looking at this, they just want to hear how you spit or how you sing or whatever your gifted talented is, they just hear that and you're open, that's going to be my birthing right there. And then once that happens, you will see a whole new type of era of music born. Because then you get the real life of the hip hop back. You get the real talent back and not the none of that.
Oh, you tired of this catch a cold hip hop?
I'm tired.
I agree with what she's saying to an extent. Why? Because it is a lot of real rappers in the game, but then you gotta understand why they wasn't allowed in.
Oh, we from Jersey. We got that story all day.
Right. But some people, their mind state is not prepared for it, and they can't handle it, or they do fuck shit. Like, so you got to understand why. And I use Jay for an example. Didn't allow a lot of other people to come aboard with him on the ship, or why Big at one time didn't, or why Diddy didn't. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be careful who you allow in to the industry, because it's not for everybody. You understand?
Look at Tekashi 6ix9ine, how he just made the whole shit with ratting, like,
right.
Yeah.
You got people that are now online that are like 50-50, like I would have ratted too if I was in that situation.
Right.
Like,
I don't even know.
When was that ever anything?
You know what I'm saying?
Principle.
That's like me and Lulu was talking on the way here when we was picking up, and it was like, yo, the cool kids didn't mix with the nerds in high school. And you can't, and you gotta, when you're a cool kid, you gotta watch who you have around you, because, you know what I'm saying, everybody's not meant to be around, you know what I mean? So, you can't let everybody hang with the cool kids. You understand? You gotta separate. That's why you had those with the nerds over there, you had the weirdos over there. When you're a cool kid, you just gotta be a cool kid, man. You can't be with the weirdos.
Stay in school, kids.
Don't be a fool.
I didn't say all that.
Terrible.